welcome back, youtube.com/Geek Aloud for another Let's Install. Today we're doing MLB The Show 24 digital install onto an Xbox Series X because it was recently added to Xbox Game Pass. Of course, by recently added on this occasion, it was a couple of hours ago. It's just gone up today. Let's check it out in the download queue, shall we? I can tell you, MLB The Show 24 on the Xbox Series X will cost you 96.3 gigabytes to download. Once the download's complete, of course, we'll open up the game, check out the settings menu, check out the accessibility menu, see what kind of options are available, make any recommendations that are required. Speaking of recommendations, you should be supporting the Washington Nationals. The only other thing I can recommend, of course, is if you like your baseball, maybe you yourself play as I do. And for me, it's the Chelsea Dolphins. I am a huge fan. I love playing baseball each and every weekend. I play for the Chelsea Dolphins, and I would like to recommend you checking out our podcast. It's called The Rundown, and let's check out a clip of it right now, followed by the Chelsea Dolphins Rundown clip. We will get in, and I will show you some gameplay of this year's MLB The Show 24 right here, youtube.com/Geek Aloud. And the third entrant, unfortunately, is myself. And I like kicking off with one of mine, but here we go, mate.
Yeah, it's just so everybody knows, Troy doesn't do the nominations every week. I do the nominations, so this wasn't his idea, but I thought it very fitting. There was one play for the day that we were scores tied, Troy up on base with Matty D at third, and Troy just did a lovely little hit over to right field that brought Matty D home, and that was the run that put us up by one and ultimately secured the victory for us. And Troy, you've come leaps and bounds in your batting all year, and this was a fine effort because I think we were 2 dead at that stage, so a lot of pressure was on, and you were just able to slot this one just in the absolute perfectly right spot, just so Matty D, because he hasn't got the most wheels in the game, but he was just able to trot into at home plate. And I couldn't even tell if that was on slow motion or that was Matty D's actual running speed, because it looks pretty similar.
Thank you very much, mate. That was a personal highlight of my playing career, that's for sure. This week is the new bloke, Tom.
Yeah, sweet cheeks. I couldn't look past him. Maybe it was going to be the popping of the cherry of taking the fly ball, but I think I know that getting a hit's it's a great feeling in baseball because you don't get a lot of them sometimes. So to be able to get a beautiful, safe hit popped over to right, it was a thing of beauty. And I know he was beaming after the game when I celebrated him when we were in the huddle. So I know he feels pretty good about himself. And looking at that swing and how he swings and how he holds the bat, I have no doubt he's going to be up there in contention with the batting award this year, and he'll definitely be getting in that multiple hit category.
Absolutely, man. It was a fantastic play, and it is, in fact, my vote for this week. Goes to Tom for this beautiful single, mate. Where's your vote sitting?
I also gave it to Tom. You know, like I said, I love Brooksy and I love Nico's stop, but nothing more do I love than seeing a new bloke come down and really establish themselves and really step up to the challenge. Things like that, you know, that really warms my heart. So I love to see it, and I love to see guys like this, humble guys like this, just get out there and have success.
Beautiful. That's the first two.
That's our man Humbles Meister. He's back for the summer after he said he wasn't going to be, but he managed to drill one down to third base, and this thing was like an absolute rocket. The third baseman just watched it go straight past him, and it was a great hit. It also brought in a run sort of at a late stage in the game that really sort of made the game a little bit more respectable. So it was a great hit by Humbles.
That it was. Beautiful work, everybody.
Jimbo's running fly ball, catch out in centre field. Absolute. The legs, the power, the man, the concentration. Thank God he didn't slide on this one. He just went out there and he put it in the glove and he took the catch. Absolute great effort by Jimbo. And we don't expect anything else from him because the man really does bust his ass when he's out there.
He does, mate. And I'll just point this out as it's coming in slow motion now. Have a look at Jimbo's body position here when he grabs it. His back is towards home plate. Bang.
He just tracked that thing down and he held the glove out there. Somewhat of a bit of an awkward style, some might say, but if it goes in the glove, I'm happy with it.
Oh, it was fantastic, mate. Such a great play, Jimbo. Great work, mate.
Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second.
What breaking news is there?
Yeah, I think we might have a fourth this week. Yep, yeah, we definitely do.
Oh, look at this.
This one goes out to our girl, Jay Walters, Jess, the Queen of the Diamonds, and a.k.a. Crazy Hair, who last week's game went 4 for 4, 6 RBIs, had an absolute smashing stellar of a game. Jess, it's an absolute pleasure to watch you play and pleasure to see you have great performances like this. So I had to give you a nomination, Jay. You well deserved it, and the girls' teams are also, you're leading them very well.
Great work, J-Dub. It is fantastic to get down there and see the women play on Saturdays, boys. Open invitation. Come on down. 2-second nominee this week for the Golden Flipper.
So number 2, my man Roscoe playing it short, myself at second. A ground ball gets hit over to him. He manages to pick it up and just gives it a little flick over to old Ace Man in his return game. I take it straight on the chest and I turn around and I threw an absolute laser over to Nico at first. So I nominated myself and Roscoe on this one because double plays are pretty hard to come by, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of nuance and knowing, who you're playing with and trusting your teammates. And to be fair, the double play opportunity that we had before this one, I threw it over Nico's head, but I didn't make the mistake twice, and we were able to get it. And double plays are a pretty rare thing in our league, so when you get one, it's pretty exciting.
It is exciting, mate. It's probably why a Dolphin has 2 flippers, and this Golden Flipper does earn itself 2 noms for that.
I managed to get the tag, and look, in our league, you don't see a lot of it, and to get one of those, a tag out guys trying to steal second, that's just an absolute great effort.
It was a fantastic effort from Matty D all game. Like, he gave it 100% all the way through to the finish, which was just my hats off to him. And as a result, he does get my vote for the 3rd nominee this week for the Golden Flipper. Matty D, my vote goes your way.
We got to see the very first father-son double play, a rocket hit back to Connor, who quickly dished it back to his old man at second and made the play to Humbles at first. So the first nomination this week was my 2 men, Connor and Daz, for an absolute great father-son link-up.
It was an absolutely beautiful play. I loved it. I know we put the games up on YouTube mute, but if I didn't, you would have heard me screaming the whole time. It was a bloody marvellous play. Great nominee for number 1.
It's been a tough year for this guy. I know he's had a few missed chances, but not on the weekend. And we saw him in the warm-ups. He was sort of catching things, and Trav's glove was looking red hot in BP, and he backed up his efforts by taking a solid hit fly ball out to right field. And good on you, Trav, because I know you're out there. I know you're giving it your all, and we finally won to go your way. It was a great effort.
It was a beautiful catch there in right field. Trav, fantastic work.
Lukey Martin, he was a bit questioned about going out to third base, but look, you don't see many of these, and it was an outstanding play. It was a fly ball catch out to Lukey Martin at third to take that guy, but the guy who was running at first didn't get back in time for Lukey Martin to make the double play. So it was a solo double play by Lukey Martin, and like I said, he played very well on the weekend.
Woo, solo double play. You don't see those very often. You'd have to go pretty far to outdo him.
So this week's nominations, the All-Star Flash, who's I just can't sing more praise to him. I watch him in the batter's cage, and he looks like he's just got an absolute vicious swing on him, and he was able to connect on a hit it between centre and left. Absolute crushed this thing, and managed to pull out the first double of his career. And watching him in the batting cage on Wednesday, I think he's definitely got dingers in his future.
I think you may have crushed a few souls on the Pakenham side as well with that hit.
Yeah, it was very lovely. Yourself, Teabag,
Woo!
You got in there. You got that big hit in the last dig of theirs, which led to our only sole run of the day. So when we were struggling for runs, a big hit like that and being able to get around the bags, get yourself the nomination, and the 1 run equals 1 nomination.
Beautiful, mate. Maybe nominee 3 is going to be a better one. Ace, tell me, who is it?
Well, this is the one, and I've been struggling to come up with a nickname for him because his name is Humbles, and it dawned on me the other day when I was writing these out. He's Mr. 110 because he's always given 110%. And I tell you what, he absolutely rolled back on one, and he clocked this thing out of the sky. And I jumped out of the dugout, bases loaded, and I'm watching this thing sail, and it's sailing, and it's sailing. And I'm like, surely, he had the wind behind him and everything. It was an absolute clobber hit. It fell just short. Teabag, it fell short, I tell you. I reckon we were stitched up, but he nearly hit an absolute ripper of a grand slam. He ended up getting a 2 RBI double, but it's just absolutely great. I know he's had his struggles in the batter's box, but this was, a hit from a person who just every week, in and out, wherever he is, wherever he's playing, wherever we got him in the batting order, he's given 110%. And that's why it goes to you, Mr. 110, Jason Humbles.
Fantastic. And Ace, I can go no further than my vote going straight to nominee 3, Humbles, this week. It was truly a thing of beauty. I'd love to be present for a grand slam myself one day, but that's the closest I've been so far. Ace, who is nominee 3 this week?
For me, probably the winner, Dr. MD. He's not the fittest and the fastest of all blokes, but he found himself in between third and home plate in an old-fashioned rundown, and he had everyone a bit bamboozled. I think the catcher probably, if he turned on the Jets, he could have caught him, but he threw the ball a little bit late back over to third base, and Doogie Howser, Dr. MD, turned around and turned on the Jets, and it definitely looked like he was sucking in the deep ones, but he managed to get home and beat out the throw back to the catcher. It was an absolute classic rundown. You don't see many go our way, and you don't see anyone go any other way than an out. But he managed to turn around and get the run. So top job to you, MD.
It was, and Matty's got to get my vote this week. I tell you, when you do a play and successfully, that's the name of the show, there's every chance you're going to get my vote, which is exactly what's happened today. Ace, your vote?
I'm with you as well, Dr. MD. You don't see many of those plays. You don't come away with the chocolates after many of those sorts of things. And again, in honour of the show, the rundown, it's good to see us finally get one.
It was fantastic, mate.
Tommy 2 times, hit another double. And it's just I'm actually getting a little bit sick of it. Can we just fast forward? Yeah, all right. He hits him. He goes all right. And I saw him in the batting cage the other day. And you know what? He looks all right. He could do all right. I don't know. I don't want to talk about him anymore. Fast forward. Let's get out of here. No one had hit a home run all year. We were all waiting for one. Was it going to happen? Today was the day, Teabagger. Today was the day. Today was the day our faithful Teabag, that bareback bandit, stood up on the plates and he swung mighty, he swung hard, and he launched this ball over left field, and we all ran out and we started yelling, of course, we hit a home run on the last game of the year. It was epic. It was the quintessential performance of the day, and that's why Bareback Brooksy gets nomination number 1 and my vote, can I say? And my vote.
Please do, mate. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but for me, he was the spark plug. He kicked off the rally. It was late in the game, but we rallied off the back of that home run. Geez, we were close. And then Tommy was up at bat. Bases, what were they? 1 and 3 or 2 and 3? Tommy was up to bat. Jesus, we were so close to clinching it right at the end. I was very, very excited.
My fellow co-host, Teabagger, yourself, you pulled off an amazing double play. It was an absolute stellar of a play out in right field. You tracked this ball beautifully. It went straight into the glove, and you unleashed that cannon of an arm of yours that you've been working on hard and proud, and you threw an absolute bullet over to Nico, and were able to get the tag out on the guy at first who was trying to get to second. He didn't think he had any chance. I did, mate. If you heard what I was telling him, I'd say, you better be getting back there. That's Teabagger, and he doesn't drop many of these bastards. And you did, Teabagger. You did us proud. It was a absolute great double play to cap off the season, and hats off to you. And, you know, I love to see success from you, so that's why you got my vote this week, mate.
Thank you very much, sir. Very kind. We want to go to Time and Destiny, and I just want to see if the QR codes came through after going through that process. We'll button next through everywhere. Hopefully somewhere we have open cards. Bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, none out, score tied. Win a game. I am just going to do the old X for a power hit. Swing for the fences. We'll just disable those for now. I'm just going to swing for the fences and hope we can knock one over and win the game here. Oh, way outside. What are you swinging at that for, Troy? Oh, inside. No, absolutely not. That was terrible. 2 strikes on me. There's none out, though, so we've got some options here. Let's see what happens. Oh! I hit X, but it didn't register in time, so I'll take that as a win. Oh! That was close. Well, not that close. Come on now, let's stick one over the fence. Walk-off home run. Grand slam, if you will. Oh! Late, I'm late. They pitch a fair bit faster here than we see in the men's thirds. Oh! Got me with the slurve on that one. Still holding at 1-2. Ooh, late. I have got to start swinging earlier. Oh, late again. Come on now. Grand slam. Let's win it. 5-9. Oh, late. Still late. I've got to start hitting that X button earlier.
Putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Oh, don't swing at that. Sit down, sunshine. 2 outs left. What can we do now?
DH number 70. Golden opportunity right here.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
No thanks.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Come on, this one's got to be straight down the middle, doesn't it? Swing early, Troy. Oh, got me with the sinker. Still late. My goodness, these guys pitch fast.
Right-handed reliever. Swings and misses.
May have over-adjusted on that one. Oh, don't swing at that trash.
Oh. It's a strikeout.
2 down, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, scores tied. Come on, grand slam. Oh, a sinker.
First pitch swinging.
And I'm still late on it.
Sinker as a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Oh, that was fat. I was just
Swing and a miss there.
late.
0-2.
Oh, it's in play.
Ripped to short.
Oh.
Take the force out. That's the third out. And a pitch.
Oh, this will do it.
Across
Yes!
winning run, and they get a walk-off win, 6-5.
Installed MLB The Show 24 right here, youtube.com/Geek Aloud. I hope you enjoyed both the look at the rundown available over on the Chelsea Dolphins YouTube page. Also, the gameplay from MLB The Show 24 gameplay you just saw. Always love seeing the PlayStation logo on an Xbox. It'll never stop blowing my mind. But let's get into that main menu now and check out the settings. All right, why not? I've just scanned the QR code here. Let's see if we can get some extra packs, shall we? Okay, we've done all the steps required on the phone. Let's hit continue now and see if those packs magically appear. Favorite team? Well, unfortunately, the Chelsea Dolphins regional Div 3 team that I'm in will not appear. However, my favorite MLB team, the Washington Nationals, will definitely be here somewhere. There we are, the Washington Nationals, the correct selection when playing MLB The Show. Casual. Yeah, I'm a casual gamer. Beginner? Sure, why not? Dynamic difficulty on? Yeah, they'll work it out pretty quick. Would you like to participate and select which gameplay options work best for you? Sure, let's take a little look. Yes. Nats home ground every day of the week. Presentation mode, hybrid. Yes, I do enjoy hybrid. Eventually, once I'm used to it, I always kick it up to quick, but hybrid is a great place to start. The show theme, quick counts off, innings 9, time of year, June, sure. Well, actually, should we set it up for opening day for the Nats this season, March 28th against Cincinnati? Unfortunately, March isn't there, so we'll just set it to April. Best we can do for now. 1 p.m.'s fine, clear skies. Extra innings runner on shore. Hitting A to continue. It's going to throw us straight into a game. I assume from there I'll be able to pull up the options menu, though. Let's not explore the gameplay options. Let's hit the menu button. Get straight into it. Oh, this isn't the Let's Play part. You already saw the gameplay. Okay, here we are at the main menu for MLB The Show 24. Let's jump on up into the settings menu and see what we have available. Sure, we'll start with gameplay. Gameplay style casual. Difficulties dynamic, yes thanks. Tutorial tips. I'll leave them on for now. I'm pretty comfortable with baseball, but we'll leave it on for now. All the tips can remain on, that's fine. Controls, what have we got? Base running interface. Analog select. Button select. I'll go with analog select, hold the left stick up, point to your runner on first, get him to steal with left shoulder button. Typically, swing input buttons. Yes, thank you. There is, of course, the option to go to the analog flick, but my old man hands do not enable me to rock that very well. Hitting interface timing is how I like it. Zone is far more complicated. You've got to, predict the high, low in the strike zone. Directional camera shift on, that's fine. All these are locked. Other than guess pitch off. Yeah, I'll leave that off, thanks. Vibration on, yes please. Camera options, what do we got? Hitting view from the catcher, yes. Pitching view, broadcast, yes, I do like the way that looks. In play, view, offensive, dynamic, defensive, dynamic. Vertical and horizontal camera movement, that's standard for me, but if you like to invert your sticks, that is exactly where you do it. Fielding aids on, yes thanks. Base for play icon on. Catching position indicator accuracy, perfect. Route to ball indicator on, yes. CPU pitch suggestion on, yes, absolutely. I'm no pitcher myself. Personally, I play in the outfield. I'll just take fly balls all day, so I need as much guidance as I can with pitches. Dynamic difficulty updates, sure. Notifications on, strike zone on, hot zones on, pitch info on. Pitch select displays, sure. Confidence and energy bars, I do like to see once I hit a couple of home runs, the pitcher's confidence back right off. Pitch feedback, yes. Batter controls display on, yes. Swing feedback on, yes. Off the wall ribbon on, yes. Base running diamond on. Player name on. Score bar, yes thanks. Game log order, chronological, yes. Road to the show, I'm not even a road to the show player, so I won't recommend anything there. We appear to be back to the start. Let me hit back there. All right, presentation options. Presentation mode hybrid. As I said, I like to start hybrid, but broadcast is also a pretty good option. But fast play, once you're real comfortable with the game and you just want to start getting into it, come back, maybe 10, after you've played maybe 10 games or something, come in and flick it to fast play. It's the way I like to play. Anyway, pitch selection cameras, pitching only, yep. Pitch selection camera focus, all yes. Frequency, yes. Batter walk up, I love to hear that batter walk up music. In-game ticker on, yes thanks. Closed captioning off, yes. No subtitles for me, thank you. Far too distracting. What do they got in the audio-visual land? Subtitles off. Volume presets, custom. Commentary volume. Oh, music volume. I should actually pull the music volume down now to avoid any copyright strikes as we put this on YouTube. YouTube.com/Geek Aloud. Sound effects. Yeah, crowd volume. Music. Yep, leave all that up. Continuous music off. Defensive music on. Music reverb on. Yes, get that echoey stadium sound effect. I love it. That appears to be it for audio video. Mode specific. Lineup rotations, leave that as auto, yes. Manual in the drafting, I'm going to flick that to auto. I really can't be bothered with going through the drafting process myself. Injury management, auto. Trades, I'm going to even flick that to auto. Do you get the feeling that I just want to play the game and the the management isn't for me? Free agency on, contract, auto, sure. I recommend leaving it all auto. It's I just want to play ball. Do we have anything else? Set as default preset, edit preset name, save new preset. Set favorite team, we've already done it as Washington Nationals. Apply changes. Okay, so that's it for the settings within MLB The Show. Let's bounce on out now to the Xbox dashboard, pull up the particulars, and wrap up this here Let's Install. I can tell you, MLB The Show 24 digital install onto an Xbox Series X is version 1.0.0.60, and that is a full and complete install size of 97.3 gigabytes. Thank you very much for watching another Let's Install right here on Geek Aloud. If you enjoyed the look at the rundown, go over and check out the Chelsea Baseball YouTube channel. There's full games on there, and of course the rundown itself, our podcasts. But for Geek Aloud, what else could you do with this channel? Like it, subscribe it, you'll never miss it. Oh, that was luck. Hey, that's something.